Happy holiday! Compliment of the season. This is TMI Socials, where you get to stay up to date with the latest trending stuff on social media. I am Anu Stevens, or better still, call me your social media butterfly. Now, this morning we kickstart here in Lagos, where Nigerians netizens saw a trending video. Nigerians seen queued up in front of President Tinubu's Boldidian-ruled residence in Lagos, Nigeria. Take a look.
Once they know he's around, this is vibes.
What the fuck?
Once they know he's around, this is vibes. I just see for
Now, how did you react to this? Let's take a couple of reactions to this story. This user says, if they are not lazy, they will not be there, period. I grew up at Dondan Barracks, Obalende, and now so the lazy ones, they line up. Is that so? Another user says, never heard of Stampede here though for years. Good to know they can always get when he is around. Hashtag Merry Christmas. Story Mohammed says, I remember returning home from school and seeing people gathered at his gate almost every day, with the worst being on festival days. 13 years later, it's still the same. Ouch. Well, Akin says, absolutely nothing here. People have been going there every festive season before he became president. Anyway, it's a good thing to know that you can actually go to President Tinubu's residence here in Lagos and have your own feel of the Christmas. Away from that, to the foreign scene, where on a side note, social media was agone with the story of passenger plane with 72 people on board hit the ground in a fireball in a Christmas Day crash in Kazakhstan. The Azerbaijan Airlines passenger aircraft crashed near Kazakhstan Aktu Airport on Wednesday morning, Kazakh authorities said, with up to 40 people feared dead. The aircraft was flying from Baku in Azerbaijan to Russia, the Transport Ministry said in a post to its official Telegram channel. It was rerouted to Aktu in Kazakhstan due to fog in Grozny, Russian news agency reported. Footage of the crash showed the plane bursting into flame as it hit the ground and thick black smoke then rising. The ministry said 29 people survived the crash, with many hospitalized. Well, let's take a look at the video. Well, may those who've loved your life rest in peace. Amen. Let's have a couple of reactions to this story. This user says, thank God they are survivors. May God give the survivors speedy recovery and rest the soul of the deceased in peace. Amen. Another user says, can't they put an escape measure for airplanes when it's about to crash? You can exit with a strapped parachute. Few people might make it out alive. That's way lesser casualties, don't you think? Well, this user on X says, had it been there was water nearby, they might have been alive. The pilot tried his best too. And Frank Nero, still on X, says, that is a Christmas Day miracle. I am still wondering how someone survived that explosion on touchdown. Well, a clear case of miracle, no detire Jesus. Away from that, back to here in Nigeria, where at least 14 Nigerians nationals are currently on the wanted list of the international police for offenses ranging from human trafficking, drug trafficking, robbery, cheating, forgery, among others. This was contained in the red notice published on the Interpol website that the 14 Nigerians were wanted by different countries where they had allegedly committed the crime. Of course, the picture you can see right now is flying all over the streets of social media. Let's move over to a couple of tweets regarding the story. I'm 360 says, please check if your uncle, brother, father, or cousin is here, please. We don't want to hear their say. Well, Rotimi Adeosun says they are hardly on Forbes or genuine African and Nigerian billionaires list, but would always top and dominate crimes list globally. Statistics don't lie and can be empirically inferred. Those who are the criminals bringing shame and reproach to Nigeria. And of course, we do not want that in this country. Sanusi is saying many of the people warning against tribal drug trafficking likely have a different opinion if the topic were about almajiris, pony, or banditry. Our sense of patriotism often emerges when our tribal spiritual identity is perceived as being attacked. Jay on X still says this does not edify our image as a country. Specific news should be restricted to national borders. Countries do have their citizens by FBI, but the dissemination to their territories due to its negative impact on national image. Okay, anyway, away from that, if you do have a phone on social media and you've been, looking at amazing stuff, you would have come across a video of a pastor raining curses over someone's Christmas fowl that his money 50,000 naira. Take a look.
I am a pastor. That's 30,000 naira. You that see the baby that go on the shine, and you who the fowl inside the
right. Pastor Rennie. Right now, when file is for how much? Let's move over to reactions and see how you on the line. If we could just have a couple of reactions. This user says this is actually painful. Someone's Christmas chicken. Daisy says that lady shouting "Amen" is #1 suspect. Them, please. Still in the story, CEO says the painful part is the cost price of 30,000 naira. That is really true. Do we have all the reactions in the story? Adele Mekuna Fiegodo. Who did that? Who is that person? That's still the file of a pastor. Well, finally, on this note, town planner says, how go on bad luck? Just because don't. What really is going on, Pastor? Calm down, okay? Hey, that's how I wrap up TMI socials. And for this week, thank you for joining. I am Anu Stevens. Happy holiday and wishing you of the season.